Hello everyone, hello, welcome back. This is Terracotta Survival. It's good to see you. Let's jump straight in. Okay, so last time we found an eldritch teleporter. It's very eldritch and it does teleport people. And it teleported us to a huge mega-taiga biome, which today I think we ought to try exploring. So we have our home complex here, which is nice. We have the house Bob Hard, which belongs to Blue Castro, and we have our first cake of the stream, which belongs to November 152. So thank you, November, for that, and thank you, Castro, for your continued support of the stream. I hope your house is very nice. I look forward to extending it. But for right now, we are going to check out the teleporter and the and why am I running there when I can just take a minecart there? Craziness. When I don't have to run everywhere, I'll actually probably not be eating 12 steaks every single. Now this should work this time. This minecart was a very naughty minecart last stream. Bonk. There we go. All done. Very cool. Light this place up a bit better, just in case. Okay, the sun is going down, so let's make this a quick recce. So, yeah, this mega-taiga biome, we have this funny kind of podzol stuff underneath our feet. There's mossy stone everywhere, which is very cool, because we'll be able to make some really cool stuff with that. And we have ice for the first time, and we have a snow biome over there, which may or may not be part of the taiga biome. I'm not sure. I can't remember if it gains snow on its higher levels. So yeah, this is, most importantly, of course, we now have access to chickens. Chickens give us eggs, and eggs give us cake, and that is a good thing. Did not know that mushrooms could grow on leaves. Today I learned. And we also have wolves. We have doggies. Uh-oh. If that's a spider, it's time to go. Let's get back home and sleep. So guys, as usual, keep an eye out for those loot boxes because they will grant you diamonds. All the time you spend watching the stream will also grant you diamonds, and we have lots of cool giveaways to be redeemed. We have a creative server. We have a creative server which you can be whitelisted upon for, I think, 500 diamonds. I think also for 500 diamonds you can immediately force me to jump in the lava. No matter what I'm doing, no matter what I'm carrying. I might just turn the shadows down a little bit. The shadows are a little high here. That's a bit better. Seeing a few frame rate issues. Okay, let's go and explore our taiga biome. One of the coolest things about our taiga biome, of course, is that those monstrous great big alpine trees look very, very cool for building with. So there's going to be some of that happening. See how we do. This is a very cool way to climb a big tree. Very often the jungle trees. There was a mod a long time ago, which allowed you, if you took out the very, very bottommost block of a tree, it collapsed the entire tree down on top of you, rather like a kind of a timber moment. And if I think there was a slight chance that the game would decide that it had fallen on you, at which point you would take quite a bit of damage. But yeah, if you ever have a huge tree, then jump on a log, take out the log in front of your face, the log immediately above you, and the log between the two of them, and that way you can climb. You can climb a 2x2 tree trunk, such as this. And end up with all the wood in the world. Comme ça. Wow, so much wood everywhere. Okay, so that got us well over 64 spruce wood, which is nice. We are going to need that because we are going to build a tree house here. We need some kind of a base of operations, and since I cannot see very well, we're going to need to build it somewhere up high. Up very high. Yes. Let us do that. Let us do that. So first of all, we're going to need a tree that we can climb. Wow, this is awesome. Low bridge. Desperately wants lighting up though. So, I think we're going to go up this tree. So this will be our entry and exit tree. And for that, of course, we're going to need a lot of ladders. Takes a long time to do. There's something else you can do with a big, like 2x2 tree trunk tree, is to actually go up inside the trunk and actually take out one of the columns of tree trunk. But if you're a nature-loving responsible tree planter, like me, then that can be problematic. Okay, let's land here for now. So this will be our, this will be our immediate platform for. You've got to be careful with ladders because you can come off the ladder if you increase the distance between you and the ladder too much, or too soon rather, then you can fall, and you can also walk off the side of a ladder like that. So always try and, if you have a look at where you're going, that's probably the best way. You can also hold shift. By holding the shift key, you can maintain your position on a ladder and do anything you need to do. Just in case you don't want to keep walking if you're fighting a mob or doing something similarly interesting. Okay, so let's place a crafting table. Let us have some more wood. I'm quite expecting that much wood, but alright. So let's drop the. I don't need to drop anything. Haha. Right. So I like to use slabs for flooring because slabs don't. Slabs are efficient for a start because you get six floor pieces for every three wooden blocks. But just remember to place them toward the top of a block. So you see this block here, I could place it at the bottom there, or I could place it at the top here. And if you place it at the top, so the top of the slab is level with all the other blocks, then you can place things on top of it. If you don't do that, then you end up with things floating in midair, which looks kind of gnarly, you know, just a little bit like you haven't really tried. So I rather think that's just me. That's just another one of my peculiarities, of which there are many. I like to go around. See, I'm holding shift again so that I don't walk off the edge. I like to go around the. I like to go around the steps, ladder. There we go. So that you know, when you get up here, you won't immediately just accidentally fall off the edge. Not that that's ever happened to me multiple times or anything. So that's cool. So let's just give ourselves a nice platform here. Now I'm a little bit leery of building so very close to another tree, because the problem with building so close to another tree is creepers will spawn in the tree and then enter your gorgeous tree house. Oh, swing and a miss. And then they will explode you in the back of the face, which is not ideal. If you've ever been exploded in the back of the face, it's not very nice. I can't believe it's been 10 minutes. The sun is already going down. This is bad news. Okay, let's have some fences pretty darn quick. Boom. Okay. So we want to actually come off here, so we won't fence that bit off. If I'd thought about it, and what we might well do later is you can gather bits of you can gather woods from other biomes. So for example, we could have fenced this in birch, which would have looked really quite awesome. Let's get some torches down first, because it's going to get darker before it gets lighter. Am I going to chicken out? I think so. Remember to light the bottom of your ladders as well. Hey chicken. Bugger! Lay some eggs. Chicken's just standing around, man. Shocking. Oh. That's another nifty little trick. If you're within range of a minecart, and you click on it, no loot crates yet. That is interesting, Castro. They do. The period for loot crates is not that long. So chicken out, boom boom. Thank you. Yes, I hadn't noticed that, but puns are always intended. Puns always intended. So actually, I think we might need. Let's give this a go. I don't know if it's going to work. Let's look for creepers as well, because I've been exploded in the face here before. We have a couple of eggs on us. Let's just try. Oh, you're in the way. No. Yeah, there's about a 1 in 8 chance of getting a chicken from an egg that you have brutally hurled to the ground. Not entirely sure that's how things work in real life, but being a bit of a city boy, I don't really know how these things work in real life. Let's get back to work on our... I forgot to bring a bed. So when we have a bed, we will be able to spend a little bit more time at our treehouse. Doink. I hope there's no radiation involved in this teleporter, that would suck. Lay some eggs. Hello, puppy. Pepper. Right. Nothing immediately going to eat us in the face? Okay. Yeah, so you end up looking a little bit like Endor, to be honest. A load of torches in the trees and such. It's no bad thing. Get up there. There we go. Slabs. Yep, yep. Just because you cannot be too careful. Yeah, this is a very good vantage point. Oh wow, you can see how much clay there is down in the water. That will come in handy. River biomes, where you get like snaking water, they are very, very good for clay. They're an excellent source of clay, far better than the ocean, I think. Or like lakes, you just get tons of it. Very cool. It's got a very slight aqua tinge to it as well in this texture pack, which is quite nice. I need to eat. Castro got a loot crate. Well done. Okay, thank you for keeping an eye on that for me. I'm certain it would work. It's just I like to keep an eye on these things because if I say there's going to be a thing on the stream, it's nice to not be made a liar or a fool. Okay, cool. Yeah, get up there. Right, there we go. Okay, so our treehouse looks very cool already. Needs a bit of improvement, I think. There we go. So yeah, this tree worries me slightly. I may jump across and chop it down later. need some. We are going to need some charcoal soon, however. So yes, we do. Bump. Let us create some ovens. I think 2 ovens is probably enough. Yes. We're going to need to chop a load of these trees down though. I think this will be the best place for our lookout building, which will be here. Yes. Yes. Perfect. Can I make... No. Darn. No. Okay. So it is just pure moss stone. That's fine. So think, what were we doing? We were doing furnacings. Ah, of course I don't have any. I created wood with all the logs, didn't I? We leave that tree alone. This tree is definitely in the way. Oh, that tree is enormous. I get exhausted just looking at that tree, thinking, no, I'm not going to chop that down. In fact, I think we should chop down as few trees as we can here, just because it's just going to look that much better. Ah. There's a creeper face on the side of the furnace, that's nice. That makes me wonder what else I've missed in this texture pack now. Okay, spruce wood up. There's Baker Street again. Boom, boom, boom. Whoop. Bangor version of Baker Street, even better. Okay. Nice. So there's lots of doggies around. We also have some chickens, although we don't have many. There's not a lot of point me looking around like this actually, because unless the player is close enough, the creatures that may well be there for the chunk, for the randomness, we just won't be able to see them. It's like we might be too high up here to see chickens, for example. Oh no, there's a doggy. Woof. Yeah. So we're going to need to make some doggies. Ours. We need to tame some wolves, and then we can have doggies. I'm fond of doggies. Okay, so those, yes, 2 charcoal, because that's empty. Right, those 2 charcoal blocks will more or less do all of that spruce. Let's take out this big bad boy. Really glad there was actually a dirt block under that to catch me. Okay, so this all looks awesome. Yeah. I didn't think I picked that up. I did not hear a schlup of having picked something up. What do we get rid of? Gravel, always. Ugh. Okay. Let's go and get some clay. Luckily, landing in any amount of water prevents falling damage. Which is kind of lucky. Although don't try this in real life, kids, because falling that far into water as a liquid is incompressible. You cannot squidge it into a smaller volume, and as a result, if you fall from that height into water and you don't know how to land properly, it's like hitting concrete. This time we need to bring a bed and some glass, I think. Do we need to bring glass? Is that the kind of... no, I think we want to keep it natural, don't we? We can keep it kind of natural. Lots of wood and fences and magenta. Alrighty. Let's see what we can take. Dump the moss stone. I don't think I can put... Let's put the ladders back. Dyes and plants. Spruce leaves. Oh, I've got tons and tons of them. Ah, I see why. My iron axe has silk touch, so when I chop the leaves, I actually get the leaves. Normally what happens is when you break something, you get what you should get for breaking it. So if you break stone, for example, you'll get cobblestone. But if you use silk touch, you can actually break something and actually pick the item itself up, which is much cooler for certain things. So let's put all our railway stuff away, because we really don't need to be carrying it around. Just check what we have in here. Nothing. Oh yes, I'm being dripped on for our roof garden. That's nothing important, I don't think. Fine. Dump the terracotta. Can't dump the terracotta. Grab the clay, dump the terracotta. There we go. Sometimes it is all about seeing what you actually have. Let's have a look and see if we can enchant this. Must have left the lapis in a box of unspeakably high value items. Yes. No, I need it. Fool! Yeah, still can't get hold of that big. Now that we have lots and lots of bookcases, I do want to try and get those slightly fatter enchantments if we can. Let's burn some potatoes. That'll probably help. Okay. Put that back. Everything looks fine here anyway, so that's good. This is a very slow way of picking up. Coolio. That's something we can do. Let's go feed the animals. Problem is, until we get until we get enough sheep, we need to only breed the white ones. Otherwise, we'll end up with some crazy colours. You and you and you and you. There we go. Okay, so I think we've got enough experience now for. We've got enough experience now to get that pickaxe enchanted. I've put it back. That was silly. Efficiency 2 and unbreaking 1. I will take that. Very cool. Okay, so let's come to our anvil. Anvils are very cool, by the way. You can effectively merge. So that diamond pickaxe, hang on, if they've both got, right. So what you can do, for example, if this diamond pickaxe was slightly damaged, we could add this diamond pickaxe to it. Oh, and we get efficiency 3, there we go. So you can actually merge. So efficiency 2 and efficiency 2 turn into efficiency 3, and we retain the unbreaking from the original. So that would be quite well worth it. Let's do that. The other one was on its way out anyway. So that's very cool. You can also use anvils to rename things. So, for example, you could name your items, which is very cool, and it doesn't cost very much at all. So that's always a good thing to do. Let us take some coloured wool with us. And there we go. Just magenta for reasons. Yeah, my carts make getting about so much easier. We've been travelling well over 50 blocks, I think. Oh, look at that colour. That looks absolutely lovely. The funky little grotto in here. That reflected. The shaders accommodate and account for the colour of the things which are reflecting light. Seriously cool things. I'm a programmer, but I'm not a graphics programmer. Those guys, and I've worked with many of them. Those guys are basically rocket scientists. Basically, rocket scientists with code. Okay, everything here seems to be as we left it. Lots of charcoal, which is good. Good. Grab some saplings before they disappear. Yoink. Okay, so let's level this out a bit. We'll be able to build a funky little outlook up here. looks nice. I think we'll screenshot that for the... Oh, those god rays. That looks stunning. Just as the sun's going down. Very cool. So, got some torches before we run out of light. Right, immolation with a brand new diamond pickaxe. Oof, I've got to turn the sound down on that. That was quite terrifying in my ear holes. We have an immolation redemption. And all the magenta wool is going to go as well. All of the enchanted iron armor. Can I hear? Yes, I can. Tried? I didn't try. I swam magnificently in that lava. So as you can see, it's all gone. You got to pick your moments with immolation, yes. Wow, that's not a lot. Not a lot of iron at all. Okie dokie. Let's get some sleep. And then we're going to try and continue and make a thing with nothing. That gives us some. That at least gives us some of our experience back. The lava, of course, will have destroyed everything that we were carrying, because as you die, all your items explode out of you, and they would have hit the... Right, let's have a look. Okay, you guys seem fine. Although you're eating an awful lot of grass still. I haven't even snipped you. I guess you guys eat grass even when you're not trying to grow your fur back. Sitting down. Okay, let's head back to our mega-taiga biome, naked as the day is long. Oh, hello. Forgot to pick you up earlier. I think this will just be an hour stream today because we are currently trying to potty train our toddler. And it will be time for me to tag in. Yes, a cow's sympathies is pretty much all I can expect, I think, in this game. It's otherwise merciless. Alrighty. With my tiny iron axe, let's just fix this. So let's just hold this up. It always looks better when you actually try and make things look like they might work in the real world. This is just, otherwise just got blocks just hanging in space magically. Awesome. It's an interesting point actually. I'm not sure how I'm going to get fences underneath. Or am I? I wonder. Oh, missed. No! No! Okay. That's fine. This too shall pass. There we go. Boom. That works. Ah, gotcha that time. There we go. Cool. That'll look a little bit more sane from the ground. Eldritch teleporter. Okay. That looks silly. One there. One there. Okay, we're not doing. Is that was purple a minute ago? I'm sure it was. How do you do that? Okay, so after walking into lava and immolating ourselves, we now have several options. We can start harvesting the moss stone. There's a lot we can do. What we can't do, however, is build a magenta bed, since we have lost the wool to do so. All puns all the time. And later on this pun stream, we'll be playing some Minecraft. Let's go and grab some wool, and I think we'll make a bed here, so that we can come back whenever we like and not have to run home every time the sun goes to sleep. Then we may have to call the stream at that point. Alrighty. Let's grab some wool. I wonder if there should be a hardcore version of Immolation where instead of going and finding some lava, I just dump some lava on my head wherever I happen to be. That'd be quite interesting, putting out that fire. Bob says there shall be only one magenta bed. Ah yes, but Castro, you just immolated me in lava, so you don't get to tell me where the magenta beds are going. Oh, that looks creepily slow. Boom. Boom. There we go. Besides, magenta beds are a thing now. IKEA's doing them. Probably. I don't know that for sure. Okay. Yeah, we can see pretty far from up here. Lots of mushrooms though. We're going to have to come back with some bowls. And I have to come back with some bowls and do the thing. Let's do that. There we go. Little rug. A bit of rug there. And let's have a slab, as they always look good. This little bedside cabinet, maybe, possibly, something like that. Let's just use this very last slab just to provide a little jump off point for that. Very nice. Okay, so this episode we have been we've been making a ton of we made a huge amount of hello puppy, huge amount of charcoal. We had some fantastic we've made fantastic progress on our lookout. Yeah, this is giving it quite kind of a an Endor vibe, isn't it, really? I wonder if there's an Ewok mod. It's kind of like Rule 34 like that with Minecraft. There's always a mod for something. There's always a mod. Always. Okay. So that is our new. I was going to name it, but of course we lost all of our signs when we were burned alive in molten lava. It's probably going to become a thing now. Right, there we are. Morning has broken. I'm just taking a whole bunch of screenshots so I can work out what I want to vidcap the screen. And draw my sword as well because we've been to sleep, so there might be creepers spawning. Hello? No. Okay. That's pretty good. Okay, so next episode, I think next stream we will finally have a look at the third-party creative server, which certain people who have immolated me in molten lava may not now be invited to. We'll have a look at the third-party server, and then we'll come back and we shall explore this new area. I particularly want to explore over there, where there's lots of ice and snow. And we'll bring back loads of bowls, because frankly the levels of mushroom soup that are going to happen up in here is like, damn, lots and lots of mushroom soup. So my name's Jamie, thank you very much for joining the stream. Hello, yes you, and I'll see you very soon.